Hey guys, this is Strider Prime bringing you a new edition of Bandai Models, and today I am going to build this kit. The 1/72nd scale Malus Kenbu from the, and I have to pronounce this properly, it is pronounced kyoukai senki, or kyoukai senki. But the series is actually referred to as the Amaim Warrior at the Borderlands animated series. I'm going to be butchering this a couple of times, so I'm sorry. But yes, the Malus Kenbu is the newest model kit from this new series that just came out a few weeks ago. I just watched the first episode, haven't got a chance to watch the other episodes yet, but it's an interesting design feature. Something new from not Gundam related, but it's interesting how unique it is. The overall design of the legs and arms kind of remind me of, and I'm sorry to say this, but it kind of reminds me of the G40 Gundam. How it's in that weird angle feature type setup. And I really like the color designs of the white with red and yellow and a little bit of dark colors here and there. It's really neat. It's something different and new. Surprisingly, this is a 1/72nd scale, and I've seen pictures of this. It's slightly larger than a high grade kit, like a 1/44 scale Gundam. And I don't think it's going to be big because I do have a 1/72nd scale Valkyrie, which I'm assuming is going to be a lot larger than this guy. So it's meant to be kind of like a power suit type thing, not a mobile armor or a mobile suit, you could say. Granted, I think when I'm more reminded that this model kit, this robot, has like almost the same similar look to the mobile armors from mobile robots from Code Geass. And I never built a Code Geass kit, but this one kind of reminds me of it. It's a really good articulation and design features. Yeah, it comes with a sword, rifle. I see some manipulator hands. But I think what's unique is its overall joint features. Very good posing as well. This is the main character from the series. And this is a kind of like a sentient AI that is plugged into the suit, so he can actually talk to the character outside the suit, but inside he sees it visually. I'm surprised that we haven't seen any plushie toys of this character yet, but that remains to be seen. Clearly it's going to happen. I'm just going to do a standard straight build, but I am going to paint it since the colors look simple and easy. Let's open it up and see how it looks. Alright, so first plate we have, I believe this is the A plate. Yes, A plate. We have like a powdered light blue color tone. We have yellow, but this is more a mustard yellow color. And then we have a red color tone. And then we have a clear part here that has to be the visor. Charcoal parts could be joints and things like that. And I do see here some stickers. We'll have to discover what parts require yellow and gray. There's a gold piece here. And then we have some black parts. I see the weaponry, the sword, some armor. See the hand parts. That's actually really nice hands. Wow. I really dig that. See the joints and all that. The next series of white parts, I believe that's the head part. Other joint areas and more white parts. I feel like based on what I'm looking at, it looks like this has an inner frame setup, but it could be, I'm only guessing here. There was another mobile mech that came out from the series, the Boomerang, which is, I guess, their grunt suits. I'll eventually get that. It looks really neat, but I don't know why I didn't pick it up. I guess I was like okay with getting this guy. Let's tilt the camera and see what do we got here? What do we have to work with? Excuse me, I have a bit of a sniffles here. So, overall the series, the characters, and the mech. Its overall height is 10.4 meters, not the 18 meters that we are all accustomed to. It would have been interesting to see this as, how can we say this, a 1/60th scale, but 1/72nd is close enough. So let's split this to the page where I think we need to see the part count. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to open it up here. Alright, here we go. So we're going to be utilizing every part of this kit, but obviously there's two sets of hands, so one set partial to be used. We have the assembly of the leg unit. That's the first thing it says. Yeah, begin with the right and left leg, and then the waist unit, then the body. I see some interesting configurations. Oh yeah, that's the assembly, I guess, of connecting the arms, the trim, and all that stuff. I see the stickers. I'm going to have to mark them, especially if I want to paint it. Then we have the right and left arm. And then we now go to the color page, and we are assembling the head. Interesting to see that there's no stickers for the eyes, so you're building it like that. And then the overall assembly, right there. And then here we have the assembly of the weaponry, basically the gun and the sword. The sword is nothing, but it also has this unique backpack and, oh, I see what these are. These are something like extensions to pull out so you can get the gun out. Oh, wow. That's unique. Considering that I have not seen the rest of the series, I haven't seen it in action other than what me and a friend of mine named Max watched the pilot episode. There is a shield with a pike inside and more joints. Oh, one joint. Oh, the shoulder joints. So hold on a second. How does that work? Is that different or new? So we have white. Hold on, it's so interesting. Rearranging to the unfinished state. So I guess the character had different shoulder plates, and then you have the final version. You know, I'm going to have to probably review the episode again to see what they're talking about. So, this is a 60mm autocannon and the superheated vibrating straight sword. Then, of course, there's the Malice by Kuchi? I know, and the Binyip Boomerang. I'm going to call it the Boomerang. Cool little mech sign. This looks like it's going to be heavily modified with certain weaponry on the pylons. Now here are the color guides. We have the body is white with a hint of blue, red parts, yellow parts. There's metallic, and I believe that could be here where the headlights are. We have orange parts that's on the head. We have the gray parts and the dark gray parts. And there's a light gray there. Where was that light gray? Oh yeah, here, by the shoulders. And then we have the sensor green and the weaponry gray as well. Okay. Give me a second. Alright, so I have paint left over from the previous build, which was the high grade heavy arms, and it almost is identical to that. So even though the powdered blue color is nice, and I can simulate, or I have something similar to it, I'm going to turn it blue, all white. It's going to be all white. That's going to be like the only slightly change I'm going to do with this. I was considering weathering, but no, we're not doing that. For the red, I'm going to give it a nice russet red. I have a lot of this. I do have the orange for the orange trim. I also have yellow for the yellow trim, especially the ones that the stickers refer to. We need to find out where that is and then work on it. For the inner frame parts, I'm going to be using light gunmetal by Finisher. That'll be for that. And considering there are two different types of charcoal parts, considering for the weaponry and some other parts, I'll probably end up using a combination of both Titan's Blue 1 and the Xeon MS Gray. They both are really good paints. And lastly, this little part here, the only gray part, you know what? I'm going to use, at first I was going to use this one, grayish blue, but you know what? I'm going to give it a nice little shine. I'm going to give it super chrome silver. And maybe some parts of the weaponry may have a little bit of silver on it, just to give it a little bit more detail to it. I'm not going to be doing no customization. This is just a straight build because I want to find out how well this kit is, how the overall design is. I'm a bit curious on how the arms and the leg joints interact to each other, and can it be removed and separate and put together in one piece where I can actually paint it in one piece. You know, that's my cheating way of painting. Or do I have to take the whole thing apart, paint it, or do I have to put it together, paint it, mask it, and sand off areas? I can't tell based on the panel lining and the overall detail and design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin assembly of this kit and see how it looks overall, and then take it apart and we'll go through the process of painting. Hopefully this will not take too much time because we have, even though we have a lot of colors here, it should be easy to do. So with that being said, let us begin building the 1/72nd scale Malice Kenbu.